Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com with match number 3 with our goblins. I think that this is a very keepable hand. We have a lot of action here. We do need to avoid drawing land drops, and a Trumpet Blast would be good here. But this is on the verge of mulligan. I think that it's a keepable 6-lander or 6 hand if you have 3 lands and 3 playables. So in this case, it's just it's not an ideal keep, but it's acceptable. So we might get the green-white Megamorph match, which is the top dog at the moment. We do have the Pro Tour coming up in a day, though, so it might switch things up a lot. I think that a lot of these early tournaments, people just went with the obvious choice. Oh, and it's actually going to be a Cinderglade. So, oh, this is the same person we played. It's been about half an hour since I played him last, and we get queued up again. So I guess he's just grinding out the two-man queues like I am. So we'll just go with another Goblin Glory Chaser. No point running these in. The Abbot makes this a lot better. The Hordeling Outburst can keep us up with him. So I think this deck list does run 4 Dragon Fodders. It's kind of, I think they run 18 creatures and then 4 Dragon Fodders, so it kind of puts up to 22-ish creatures. And the Dragon Fodders are the worst card in the deck, though. It does put a card in the graveyard for the Become Immense. Some versions run like a whopping 4 of. It's very similar to the list I showed in the deck tech for like some other landfall-based strategies. And I'm sure he's going to attack in with the Goblins, just one. And I'll let it go through. And he does not decide to Titan Strength it. So I apologize about the duplicate match. Usually I don't like to showcase duplicate matches, and that's why I wait time in between. But it looks like it was perfect time for him to do two matches, or a match, and then have us again. So I'm wondering if Abbot's better here, or just I think the Outburst is just better. So we'll play an Outburst. Now, I wonder what's more powerful, just to let the Chandra go through. I don't think we can let... What does she flip into? 2 damage target player, 2 damage target creature. Starts out with 4 loyalty. Now, this would require quite a bit. If I put 2 goblins in the way... Yeah, I think we will just put the 2 goblins and force out a Wild Slash or a Temur Battle Rage at this point. Ah, so yeah, it untaps it too and gives double strike. So Chandra's going to flip and do 2 damage to me. It's actually a really, really good card with Chandra. So if you have any Chandras, I think that she might fit maybe a board in this deck. And we did get at least the Temur Battle Rage out of the way. Not quite sure I can do much against Chandra. She could take out a Glory Chaser. She does decide to, or does decide to plus. And can't attack into a Zurgu Bell Striker. We'll double fodder here. And if we still draw into that Trumpet Blast, we should be okay. Our All-Star will be nice if we can draw a Titan Strength and a Zada. So Swiftspear, he's down to 2 cards. And he does have Become Immense plus Titan Strength. So I'm thinking about putting 3 goblins. We just let this go through. If he has it, he has it. I don't think that... Yeah, just 1 point of damage. That's awesome. He probably does like a Wild Slash or something. He's going to show us, though. Another Chandra. So Abbot is fine. What does -7 do? It deals 6 damage each opponent. Each player dealt this way gets an emblem. Deals 3 damage at the beginning. Okay, so I have to avoid, definitely avoid that from happening. Not bad. Abbot into an Abbot. Into a land. And we will play the Swiftspear. And I think it's just fine to pass a turn. Trumpet Blast off the top, of course, would be amazing. Two cards still in our opponent's deck. He might just use a Chandra. Yeah, to kill off an Abbot. Does save us 2 damage. And no attacks. So just going to plan on pinging down with the Chandra. Of course, we don't like to see the land. I think we have to just let another turn go by. I don't like this. It's too many lands to... He's got to be careful with Chandra. He can't really block and tap because then he flips the Chandra. So an Abbot, at least this will give me... He'll do a so he can do a damage and then flip Chandra. Which is a Wild Slash. That's a really good one. Does a damage. And Wild Slash is probably off an Abbot. He's actually going to go for me. Can he do enough damage here? Because then he can do 2 damage with this Chandra and then flip Chandra. And might have enough damage. So the only thing you can have is a Become Immense. So I do think that we need to put a creature in front of Zurgu. If the last card in hand is a Become Immense. Yeah, let's see. So this would leave back 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'd have 4, 5, 6, 7. Which would get +2 +0, so I don't know if I'd have enough. Yeah, see if he's got the Become Immense. I don't think there's any way around it. Because now he can flip Chandra. I guess if he has another Wild Slash, we can die too. And then do 2 more damage to us, but then Chandra would be flipped. And then if we do... Okay, so Chandra's flipped. And he can keep that Chandra and then do 2 damage to me and put me down to a 1. And let's see if he has the Wild Slash. Yeah, there's no way we were beating that draw. So see what would have drawn, see if it would have mattered. Nah, just a mountain. So too many lands. I'm going to bring out everything that can die to Wild Slash again. Glory Chasers do pretty weak. And so does the Piledrivers. We'll bring back in the Outpost Sieges and the Molten Vortexes. And Turn to Void does kill Chandra, but I think Boiling Earth is a little bit better now that we know he's running Dragon Slash. Wild Slashes are wonderful. And maybe we just want the 1 Boiling Earth. And I'm going to submit this. Sure Strike actually might be a weak... No, we want a Sure Strike. All right, so we'd like to play first. We have an Abbot. I think we keep an Abbot hand. No, this is another 4-land hand that could get us in the same problem as last time. But at least we have better ways to draw it with like Outpost Sieges. And Hordeling Outburst. Things like that that we can utilize a lot of mana. I'd hate to see a first turn Zurgu. There's first turn Zurgu. But we do have the slash for it. We'll use it before he has a way to pump it. Actually, would rather draw like a Hordeling Outburst here than anything, but we have double Abbots now. Because Abbot's usually probably going to find us a dead card. We want to hit a... Yeah, Dragon Fodder we cannot cast. And so it does just get exiled. It's a card we actually want. So there's a Cinderglade, and there's an Abbot of his own. Do not find a land off the top. He does not. So he has to exile an Abbot. That is good. Now we have a Swiftspear. I think that we go on the aggression. I'll cast this Abbot, though. We do hit our land. And this allows me to also cast a Swiftspear and just tack in with everything, or do you just want to attack at the Abbot and then... No, we'll keep up the Titan Strength. I'm okay with the trade here. Because Titan Strength does get me out of the... But if he's got a Wild Slash, I'd rather just keep my guy alive. That is fine. 2 Abbots out of the way. We have the board. And the advantage. It is a Chandra. This gives us a turn, though, to go crazy. And we'll attack in. Too bad I don't have a Temur Battle Rage. We'll Titan Strength. See what's coming up. Put that on bottom. So I still want to try to set up something. Put that on bottom as well. And we have a Sure Strike. Is that actually lethal? That is lethal. Perfect damage. We get in there again with the Sure Strikes and Titan Strengths. Touch of the Void might just be better than a Sure Strike. Just to get rid of Chandras. I think Chandra is going to be our one card that's going to be difficult. And Sure Strikes are nice and all. I'm going to go 2 and 2 and submit this. Uh-oh. There's our first no-lander. We'll definitely keep this hand. This is great. And we'll bottom the Pia and Kiran Nadaar just because it's something that we need to draw our third land as soon as possible. If he goes Zurgu, we can kill it. Or even a Swiftspear. So Swiftspear does 1 before it gets handled. There is the Zada. And there's the other one. See if he kept a 1-lander. He did. So he kept a greedy hand. Hopefully we can punish him for it. We draw our second source, or our third source. And he does have his second source now. And now he's going to Titan Strength to try to set up a draw. Decides not to. And casts the McKindy Slide Runner. So we'll Hordeling Outburst unless there's something better. Titan Strength will be nice for the Zada, if we can get it out. But we don't really have any dead draws. Another land gets us what we need. I want to have him avoid drawing a land. We'll block and make him use it. What could it be? A Temur Battle Rage can kill both. We have another Hordeling Outburst. Yeah, this just makes him use something. He's going to get some damage through for sure. Get 4 damage, 5, 6 damage through. No green source for becoming mana. The Temur Battle Rage is still kind of... Alright, so there's a mountain. We'll Hordeling Outburst again. And I think we just pass the turn. I don't think we attack him with anything. We have plenty of blockers. He still has his Landfall. Trigger if he gets... Okay, no Landfall. He's going to show us here. Do not find like a Bloodstained Mire off the top. Titan Strength. He can't even use it. Awesome. And he can't attack in here. So... Temur Battle Rage. We could go Outpost Siege. Ooh, we are in a difficult position, though. Basically, this says good game next turn. But we probably have to be pretty selective on how we block. Especially if he draws a Forest. That's the one card we didn't want him to draw. Because he cannot do Become Immense and... Yes, he can. He can go Titan Strength or Temur. No, and not have enough. So I'm just going to block these two. And if he has a Temur Battle Rage, that's fine, because it's still lethal on the back end. Right? Temur Battle Rage would do 6, and a Titan Strength would do even more. Trample doesn't get me through much. I could go Zada on the Swiftspear. I think this is my only hope of blocking, but I don't like my chances with 4 cards in hand. I don't know why I just did Fire Impulse on a... Oh, just so he can get it above. And Fire Impulse on Zada. Jeez! That is 3 damage. And we lose... We take 3. Down to an 8. We still have 2 cards. At this point, though, we are really... The Dragon Fodder was nice. I don't know if it's just better than an Outpost Siege, though. Leaves up a Titan Strength. Got rid of 2 Fire Impulses in his hand. Yeah, we need to do another Dragon Fodder. Needed some of our removal. Fetch line would be the worst thing that could happen. If it's just a Chandra, I'm okay with that. Oh, geez. An Arc Lightning. We need a Titan Strength, one of them. And put that on bottom. Now he can't really attack in as well as he wanted to. He's still going to go for it, though. We do take 3. So I need like a Hordeling Outburst or something to Temur. Most likely dead here. We need to draw. We need to say cons. And I'm going to keep this in my hand just in case. But there's very few things he can not draw into just to not kill me here. Wild Slash won't quite do it. Alright, so let's see what we can exile off the top. Okay, we can play this one. And we can play both of them. But he's just one Wild Slash away. From closing this game out. Decides not to attack, and the longer this goes on, the better for us with the Outpost Siege. See if we can stabilize at 1. I'm not playing lands just in case. Oh, perfect. And a turn into Void. Now, I will play a land now. So, Touch of the Void. We had to exile the Abbot. See if he's trolling me this entire time. And get a Dragon Fodder, and I think that we have to go for it. If he Temur Battle Rages, we just die anyway. No, we need to keep 1 back for Temur Battle Rage. Down to a 15. We're a Trumpet Blast away from winning this. He drew another land, so it shouldn't be anything different. Dragon Fodder of his own. So that's actually a pretty decent draw. And a Zurgu Bellstriker that's dashed. So block here, and then block here. So I leave back a Goblin. And kill off a Bellstriker. So I still have... Well, I still have to draw into a blocker out of 2 cards. A Trumpet Blast and a Trumpet Blast. I don't have enough to cast them both. Oh. And he left my Swiftspear alive. How much damage is this if he doesn't block? So he just needs to keep back. Oh, attacking creatures. Whoops. I just screwed up big time. That was not... So if I had attacked him, let's see if I could have got this. You gave him +4. That's 4. And then the Temur Battle Rage would have been 5. And that could have done... but he would have blocked the Goblin as well. Ah, we need to hit a creature there. Like a Hordeling Outburst or something. So, close game though. I can't believe we stabilized this well. Though the Dragon Fodder allows him to tag him with both. See if he just all out. Yep, and that is game there. So, see what the other draw would have been. Double Trumpet Blast at the end there. Couldn't have been Mountain, and Sure Strike wouldn't have done either. Abbot's, like, we needed to find like an Abbot or Hordeling Outburst. And we'd use, or a Boiling Earth would work there. Or Removal. Any one of those would have been fine. But now we're 4-1 total versus that. Or 3-1 versus that. 3-2. Yeah, 3-2 versus the kind of mirror Landfall. We'll go on to the next match. This is Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Playing on a Budget. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Gathering Magic and check out our Playing on a Budget playlist, which contains every episode. Thanks again and hope to see you soon.